Surviving in business is hard, but staying small is even harder. The reason for that is quite simple. If you're not growing in business in any way, then it means you're slowly dying. So the question that I want to pose out to you is that how do you actually get to fuel your growth as a business or as someone who's starting up a business? That's what we are going to look at in this video. So let's dive in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Alan. I get to help solopreneurs and new business owners get to scale and grow their businesses. So when it comes down to business growth, there are usually three powerful levers that any business out there needs to have. And that is, you need to have more clients, you need to provide more value to those clients, and you need to increase their frequency of purchase. So let's look at each of these in detail. The first lever is getting more customers. When it comes to getting more clients, there's one fact you need to understand. The more reach you get to have as a business, that's the more clients or the more customers you get to have. What does this mean? It all leads us to one thing. Any growth of any business usually starts with visibility. The more people get to know about you, is the more or is the higher chances that you get to have as a business to sell out to them. You might ask, how do you get to do this? For the well-known brands, what they get to do is the way they get to market their offers or the way they get to market their businesses. How good are you when it comes to marketing? Do you do ads? Do you reach out to people? Do you cold call? How are you building brand awareness to the people that don't get to know what it is that you get to do? So if you get to nail all those right, then trust me, you're going to get more reach. And as earlier said, that the more reach you get to have is the more clients or more customers that your business is going to have. And when that gets to work out, it means you're going to have a higher chance of you selling out more of your stuff that your business runs. Now, lever number 2 is get to increase your customers' value. And for the same issue, you need to understand that the bigger the basket, the more value you get to provide. In other words, the more clients you get to have is the more value you need to give out. For some of the businesses that haven't worked out their growth strategy, what they get to do is they just stop on just making one transaction. But for the wise ones, or for those that want to grow, or for those that grow their businesses, this is what they get to do. They do not just stop at one transaction. They always try so hard to find means of making existing clients or even new clients to get to spend so much with them. And if you're probably wondering, how do they even get to that? Well, it's quite simple. They do something that we call upsells. For those of you who don't know upsells, let me just give you a clear example. You might be out there giving out a cheaper offer, like maybe you sell a PDF for like $9, okay? As an upsell, you could say, yo, we can get to upgrade from a PDF and I give you a whole book for about maybe $50. That's a perfect upsell. Maybe you've been doing a do it for yourself kind of offer, but then as a form of an upsell, you get to say, I'll do it for you at a certain price. Maybe your DIY or do it for yourself offer was about $20. And when you upsell them to a do it for you service, maybe you get to charge them about $1,000. So that is how these guys increase more value to these clients. The other way that they get to do it is through providing bundles to their clients. Say for instance, maybe you're a business consultant or coach. So as a bundle, maybe you can just give them the niche finder program. That is one. Bundle that up with a sales speech, a sales script, then bundle it up with a rejection script. So when you get to bundle all that together, it gets to give more value to the person who is buying it, that this guy hasn't just given me the means of how I can start up a business, but he went ahead and gave me the niche finder so that I get to find the exact niche that I want to target. He went on and gave me the sales script that I can use to sell out to my people. And in case guys are hesitant from buying my stuff, he has given me like a rejection or a hesitant script that I can always use to turn the rejections into yeses. So when you get to bundle all that, it proves that you're giving out more value to the clients that you get to have. And that is what that matters. And then lastly, the way they get to do it is that they provide premium offers. Yeah, this is somehow related to the upsells, but just that this one gets to be more premium. Yeah, for the things that you get to give to people that pay less, when it comes to premium offers, you just make them exclusive to them. Let me just give an example. If you provide free value on YouTube, and when it comes to premium offers, the things that you get to share with your audience shouldn't be the same things that you put out on your YouTube channel. So that way, you're creating some sort of premium standard that only those that get to pay a lot or that get to pay premium get to enjoy. So that is how you do it. What gets to really beat all this is that try as much as you can to deliver so much value that your clients or your customers get to really want to spend so much on you just because of that. And then lastly is the third lever, which is increase the purchase frequency. When it comes to purchase frequency, there's one thing that you need to understand. The more retention you get to have as a salesperson or as a business owner or as a business in itself is the more frequency of purchase that clients get to have with you. So with all this, you need to understand that retention is the key, or will always be the key, to stability of your business. And now that gets to bring in another question that we need to think of, and that is, how do you get to keep your clients coming back to buy from you over again and again and again? Here are the best ways that I can think of that you can get to achieve this in the quickest way possible. To start off with, you can choose to run your business based on membership or subscription. The businesses that have mastered this program are internet service providers, or you can say TV service providers like DSTV, GoTV, Airtel when it comes to internet service providers, and MTN. So these guys, the way they get to keep their clients buying more and more and more, they allow clients to subscribe to certain packages that when these packages get to expire, they automatically renew those packages, or they let their clients get to renew those packages as much as they want. For instance, taking Airtel as an example, because so far it's what I'm getting to use, it's what I'm using for internet. When I get to buy internet, it is not that I'm buying it one time and then I call it off, but I get to buy it whenever it gets to expire. I subscribe for more. When that expires, I subscribe for more. The same happens to TV. Every month I get to subscribe for a certain package so that my daughter gets to enjoy the TV, my daughter gets to enjoy the cartoon that she wants, or I too get to enjoy the news that I want. So when I keep doing that, the business, which is GoTV or TV company or maybe internet service provider, they get to keep me coming back to buy from them over and over and over again. And when I get to do that to them, it increases their purchase frequency that I get to make with them. The second best way is to start up loyalty programs. The best way I can think of loyalty programs is to create a community. The best example of this, one influencer or mentor of mine here on YouTube is called Luke Belma. He has a community, and it is this community that he tries to give those loyalty treats to them. He provides them with good assets, he provides them with good videos, he provides them with good other people, like he provides them with access to his own community of big thinkers, of money makers, and all that. So that sort of loyalty treat, that sort of loyalty program that Luke Belma gets to give his community is what is going to get more people get to want to buy from you. But just as it was with the increasing of customer value, even increasing the purchasing frequency of certain clients or clients has also a way that can get to beat each and everything you could ever think of. And that is, always give great experience to the buyers or the clients that you get to service. And the more good experience they get to enjoy is the more they are going to be willing to come and transact with you, is the more willing power they are going to have to come and do business with you. Meaning that great experience will always equate to great retention, which again will lead to higher purchasing frequency. So those are the three levers that any kind of business that wishes to grow should get to start to leverage. But as a key takeaway that I want you to have from all this or from this video is that when you get to combine all these three leverages, that is more customers, increasing their customer value, and increasing their purchasing frequency, what you get to do is that you create a more stable and scalable engine that is going to help your business grow exponentially. And that's it. So in the next video, I'll be revealing to you the business success formula that you can get to use so that you get to focus on exactly what it is that you really need to get that predictable growth for your business. So if you haven't subscribed, now this will be the time for you to do so that you don't get to miss that video.